This is a story that will take us from the tumultuous aftermath of World War II to a daring venture that almost pushed a renowned car company to the brink of collapse. At the centre of it lies a masterpiece that many regard as the pinnacle of BMW's design prowess. However, its history is a riveting rollercoaster of ambition, obstacles and profound financial setbacks. This story unfolds as a captivating saga of inspiration, soaring expectations and substantial financial setbacks. Our story begins with a visionary named Maximilian Hoffmann, not to be confused with World War I strategist Max Hoffmann, a lifelong businessman who had a knack for recognising opportunities. Born in Vienna in 1904, he embarked on a journey that led him from running a family grocery store to becoming an influential figure in the automotive world. His transition to the automobile industry was inevitable, sparked by his involvement in local race clubs and his experience as a factory driver for an Austrian car manufacturer. In 1934, Max shifted his focus to the automotive import business when he joined Smolina and Kraki. This venture introduced Europe's finest cars, including Duesenberg, Pontiac and Lancia, to his native Austria. Despite the onset of World War II forcing him to relocate to New York City, Max's entrepreneurial spirit endured. Max didn't allow adversity to stifle his ambition. With $300 in startup capital, he launched a costume jewellery business, which rapidly garnered $5,000 in orders from local retailers. As conditions improved, he resurrected his importing operations with the founding of Hoffmann Motor Car Company in 1947. His goal was straightforward: to bring the best European cars to the United States. His showroom, initially featuring a single Delahaye, soon showcased prestigious brands like Daimler, Lagonda and Lee Francis. In 1948, Max became the official Jaguar importer for the United States. Even Volkswagen became part of this journey, with Max accepting the first shipment of US-bound Beetles. This seemingly lucrative partnership had both parties eager to part ways as the Beetles struggled to gain traction. Despite the Beetles' underwhelming start, Max's encounter with Volkswagen opened the door to another German sports car manufacturer, Porsche. The 356 was Porsche's creation at the time, a lightweight and nimble car with agility at its core. Max saw the potential for a sportier convertible variant and influenced Porsche to produce the 356 America Roadster in 1953. While the car wasn't exactly what he had in mind, it was an intriguing addition to the market, albeit in limited numbers. Hoffmann's intuition and deal-making prowess led to fruitful partnerships, including one with Alfa Romeo. The brand developed the Giulietta Spider after Max promised to acquire 2,500 units, catering to the lower end of the sports car market, alongside the 356 Speedster. During this period, another niche German manufacturer named BMW entered the picture. At this point in time, BMW was teetering on the brink of disaster after the devastation of World War II. Most of their factories lay in ruins, and the company had to produce various products from cookware to bicycles to survive. In 1952, BMW introduced the 501, a sedan that targeted the higher end of the market. However, its high price and modest 64 horsepower inline-six engine left much to be desired in terms of performance. The 501's lackluster numbers didn't fare well in comparison to competitors like Mercedes-Benz. Max's connection with Mercedes-Benz also thrived, and he became the brand's exclusive importer in 1952. This move cost him the rights to Jaguar, but laid the foundation for more significant endeavours. Max's foresight extended to predicting the demand for road-going versions of the Mercedes-Benz W194 race car. Despite initial reluctance, he backed his prediction by pre-ordering 1,000 units. The 300SL Gullwing, born out of this challenge, became a sensation amongst the wealthy due to its powerful engine and striking styling. His deep understanding of the growing post-war American market allowed him to influence European car manufacturers in targeting the ideal models for the US market. His recommendation played a pivotal role in the creation of iconic vehicles like the Mercedes 300SL and the Porsche Speedster. He identified the market gap between the luxurious Mercedes-Benz 300SL and the less potent Triumph and MG sports cars. Hoffmann, leveraging his experience in the market, recommended that BMW develop a roadster version of the 501 and 502 saloons, with the goal of exporting a substantial number to the United States as a competitor to the Mercedes, Porsche and MG. BMW embraced his proposal and turned to an up-and-coming designer, Count Albrecht von Goetz, who was contracted by BMW in 1954 to bring this vision to life. Goetz had already forged a promising career in design thanks to his innovative work in various fields. His connection with Max Hoffmann and his remarkable sketches led him to being selected for the project. To bring this vision to life, BMW engineer Fritz Friedler designed a rolling chassis, making use of existing components where possible. BMW's Ernst Duluth, an influential figure in the development of the 328 and Veritas, also worked on an alternative proposal for the sports car. The result was a stunning two-door convertible with a detachable hardtop, truly a grand tourer. Mechanically, the 507 shared a lot of components with the BMW 502 and 503, including the engine. The lightweight aluminium pushrod operated overhead valve V8 was equipped with 2 barrel carburetors and a chain-driven oil pump. The car was built on the sedan's underpinnings, but BMW shortened the 507's wheelbase to enhance its character. The engine received a powerful boost, with the 503 producing approximately 140 horsepower and the 507 delivering 150 horsepower. The BMW 507 was a masterpiece of design, with its body handcrafted from aluminium, making each car unique in subtle ways. Its frame was a shortened version of the 503 Grand Tourer, boasting ideal dimensions with a wheelbase of 98 inches and overall measurements of 172.4 inches in length, 65 inches in width and 49.5 inches in height. These dimensions made the cornering and parking effortless, setting the stage for an exceptional driving experience. The 507 weighed approximately 2,930 pounds. The inward slanting split grille in the front of the voluptuous curves made the 507's looks almost shark-like. The design was ahead of its time and fueled several future generations of BMW, including the desired modern collector's hotfit, the BMW Z8. Even though Albrecht Graf von Goetz did a spectacular job designing the 507, he would not work for BMW again until the 1980s. Designed to be a more affordable alternative to the highly esteemed Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, it made its grand American debut at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City in 1955. Even before arriving in the US, it had already garnered the reputation of being the world's most beautiful car, earning the title of Munich's dream car. A German automotive magazine, Automotor and Sport, stated that some Mercedes officials can be seen here more often than in the Mercedes Hall. Despite its financial failure, the BMW 507 left an indelible mark on the automotive world. Its distinctive styling has influenced subsequent BMW models such as the Z3, Z4 and the striking Z8. Known for its chrome side vents and horizontal front grille,s the 507 remains a milestone model and around 202 of them are still in existence today. The 507 remains to be the car that revived the sporting essence of BMW. The company was still not fully recovered after the Second World War, and even though the 507 was a financial headache, it still brought BMW back to life in the eyes of consumers. BMW continued to support the 503 and 507 for a few years with updates, but sales struggled and perished. Production finally ceased in 1957 with only 412 503s and 251 507s built. BMW's financial turmoil, combined with middling sales of their sedans, opened the door for hostile takeovers by companies like American Motors, Daimler-Benz and the Roots Group. Daimler-Benz had even planned to turn BMW into a mere body supplier. However, Herbert Quandt, a major shareholder, increased his stake to 50%, securing BMW's future as an independent automaker and the company's subsequent successes. While the BMW 507 was aimed at the American sports car market, it almost led to the downfall of the company due to low production numbers. The 507 holds its place as one of the most sought after roadsters. Most of the 507s sold at auctions today go for at least $2 million and future value is expected to grow. He's truly an automotive icon with a rich history and a great story. On paper, he's often called the car that almost caused the bankruptcy of BMW, but in the eyes of BMW enthusiasts, it's the car that brought BMW back to life after the devastating war. In the end, the BMW 507 may not have achieved its sales targets or saved BMW from financial hardship, but it left a lasting legacy in the world of automotive design. Its unique and elegant style continues to captivate car enthusiasts to this day, and with its twist of fate that turned failure into to triumph, and while there may be only a limited number of 507s in existence, each one represents a piece of automotive history and a reminder of BMW's ambitious dreams. Looking back, most of the automotive icons today were not financial success stories. A clear example of this is also the AC Shelby Cobra. Automotive icons don't become great by ticking a financial success box. They capture the imagination of their designers and provide joy to the consumers through their drive and appearance. The 507 certainly did that well, and its iconic status is greatly deserved. 5 decades later, it commands prices ranging from around $1 million to the jaw-dropping $5,040,500 paid for a 1957 BMW 507 owned for 60 years by the legendary motorcycle and F1 world champion John Surtees. This sale set a record as the most expensive BMW ever sold. One can only imagine Max Hoffman's face if he had witnessed this incredible turn of events.